Greetings of peace, people. This is yours truly, Bionicanseng Francis Coleman. Welcome to episode 69.
Here goes!
Where are you going, homie? Damn, those machines, they never end, huh?
Come here, Aloy. Let's have a proper goodbye, huh?
There. That's the last of Bergren's parts. Looks like you three are out of debt.
For now. Until Urkai breaks something else.
It was one time!
You make a nice shaman, Aloy. Thanks for lending a hand. Maybe we'll meet you in the Sundom sometime.
Good luck with that.
Once you get to the Sundom, what then? What's the next step?
We hunt like Nakoni wanted to hunt.
Nakoni had big dreams. A werak in which everyone pulls their weight and takes care of each other. No shamans, no chieftains, no need to pry the power out of anybody's hands.
Sounds like a lot of work.
But worth it, I think. And a fitting tribute to Nakoni. We can become the werak she always wished for.
You won't have me to strip your kills now. Are you three gonna be alright?
Nah, doesn't look that hard, really. We'll be fine.
Great. He watches 3 successful harvests and he's suddenly a shaman.
When you get to Song's Edge, talk to Bergrand. If he can't teach you himself, he'll know someone who can.
Sure. And I bet he charges us for the introduction.
Thank you, Aloy. I'm sure we'll figure it out.
I guess this is goodbye. How does it feel, putting Banuk lands behind you?
The only thing I would have missed is already gone.
Let all those rotten Banor suck-ups freeze to death.
It's a little much, Urkai, don't you think? It's strange. What is it to be Banuk after Banur forsakes you? How do we decide who we are? How about you, Aloy? Who do you think we are? What will you remember of us?
You lost someone you care about. That leaves a wound. The sort of wound a lot of people don't recover from.
Yeah. We've got nothing but scars to show for it.
That's the point. Only survivor scar. After everything you've been through, you keep going.
We're the Scars of the North.
Stars of the North. Sounds pretty tough, doesn't it?
Thank you, Aloy. It's a good name. One we'll honor.
Okay, so oh, that's a nice battle, folks. We have collected a lot of materials from the machines, and also we have a lot of fight that we have participated.
Banuk have painted the same way for ages, and it suited us fine. Why must Sekuli meddle with it?
Oh, so we're near the
Every need.
level up.
No wonder the Carja are so delicate.
Bergrand, how'd your investment pay out?
Quite handsomely, thanks very much. You know those 3 crazy Banuk are calling themselves the Scars of the North now? Well, now that I have those parts, I can pay off a debt of my own.
So they've gone south then?
Aye, that they have. I've got a friend in the Sundom by the name of O'Toole. He owes me a favor. Old O'Toole is a machine scavenger, a pretty competent one. So I sent them to learn from the best.
Or at least from the pretty competent.
Well, we work with the resources we have. Speaking of which, here, a token of my gratitude.
Okay, there's another level up, and then we can get the trophy for completing the level. So on
Could it be the claws beneath?
I'll give this to the Osmo. Whatever they do.
it's time. Learn all skills, folks. All skills learned. So now, considering we have all skills learned already, it's time to go back to Meridian. we're just gonna
Winters.
trade.
Coming at once.
Deep down. Silence, right?
Okay, we're gonna need this especially when we have the new game plus. So we're gonna use this when we use this weapon, the improved forge fire, and we also have a specific outfit for this to reduce ice damage. Okay, so folks, we can get the platinum trophy right now if we can finish the... Okay. I don't think this serves any purpose anymore.
No more music. Blood's out of that.
So we will just continue with the Frozen Wilds after we get the platinum trophy. So, episode... We will continue from episode 69 to episode 70, folks. In order to get the Platinum Trophy right now. You know, tropical or hot weather.
There are no shadows under the noonday sun. Words to live by.
Okay, time for the final battle.
Aloy, what brings you to Meridian?
A threat. Helis commands a legion of fanatics called the Eclipse. They will attack soon from the west, with an army of ancient war machines. But that's not the worst of it. They'll bring a mind with them, god, demon, machine, whatever you want to call it. It's called Hades. And it doesn't want Meridian at all. It wants the Spire. And if it gets there, it will send out a call, waking more ancient machines, more than we could ever defeat. All will be lost. We can't let that happen.
I'm trying to understand, but my responsibility lies with Meridian.
Meridian isn't the target, Avad. You have to defend the Spire.
Perhaps the Vanguard, Your Radiance.
Yes. Send them to the Spire. Aaron knows Aloy. He won't question it.
And have the city guard fortify the western ridge. There they can be seen to protect Meridian and the Elite, where the Spire rests.
Aloy, allow me to apologize for my behavior before. After everything that happened with Ursa, I was confused. If we're to fight together on the brink of life and death, I'd prefer to do so with your forgiveness.
Then you have it. As long as you don't confuse me with her again.
Even a king can learn his lesson. Good then. I'm glad that's behind us. Now, it will take time to prepare our defenses. Please, tell me what you know of our enemies. Everything.
I don't know about everything, but I'll tell you what I can.
Talk to Blameless Marad.
Quietly does it. Panic in the city will only create another enemy. And do keep me appraised of each new arrival. Ah, Aloy. Preparations are underway on the ridge defenses and at the Spire. Word was sent to every corner of the Sundom. Our allies offered their steel. Some came for Meridian, others for shards. But many came for you, by name.
For me.
Don't be so humble.
The ridge will be the front line. That's where the city guard are holding?
Yes, bolstered by some of the irregulars I spoke of before. The Oseram cannons that thundered Meridian's walls in the Liberation will now defend us. You're welcome to tour the defenses.
And the Spire. Erend and the Vanguard are there?
Indeed. Clashing breastplates together and testing out their battle cries, I suppose.
Okay.
A number of the Nora have also arrived at the Spire. They have resisted the offer of a royal audience. Perhaps you could parley with them.
I will. I suppose all we can do is wait for the attack.
Exactly. It's not a feeling I cherish, but our spotters at Evening Sign report there's still no movement in the west. So, if there's more you need to do elsewhere, seize this time to do it. Otherwise, I've made the apartment of Olin Delverson available to you. You can sleep there, if sleep comes.
Visit defensive site optionals. Okay, since we're trying to see everything, so back.
We're trapped now. The only way out is victory.
Rally, Karja. Do not let Meridian fall without a fight.
Could you spare a moment to speak of the finer things?
Don't watch. Hide!
So everyone is tense. Good opportunity to talk to some of the So will Aloy decide, or will the game let us decide where Aloy will try to defend? Would she defend the Spire, or will she defend the Western Meridian?
Have you just polished
Prince
that
Itaman
armor?
is alive and well in Meridian.
Of course.
The Karja and
Isn't
Shadow
that a
have been
little-
proven baseless traitors.
Nothing.
Out with it, woman.
Forget I said anything. You look very dignified.
Aloy, I told you I'd be here.
You did, Teb. But have your wounds even had time to heal?
Honestly, if I fought, I'd probably come undone. But don't worry, I'll leave that to the other Nora at the Spire. I brought supplies instead. These Karja have made me an honorary quartermaster, whatever that means.
It sounds impressive.
I could get used to it. We'll be setting up caches of arms and medicine under these banners. Look for them when the fighting starts. Aloy, when you went into the mountain, did the goddess tell you our chances?
She didn't need to. I know we can do this, Teb.
Maybe we can.
Now that Prince Itamen has returned to Meridian, is the war well and truly over?
The damage files of Elizabeth Sobek, huh?
I'll tuck that away. Petra!
Here she is, the guest of honor. I knew there was something about you. Hammered from the stuff they make leaders out of. And I don't say that to every Nora girl who blows through my town.
That happens to you a lot?
Had to build a wall to fend them off.
Good thing I'm persistent then.
I've missed our little talks. Marat asked me to look over the city arsenal. These guns have aged well. That runs in the Osram, no? They were the pride of the Mainspring Forges, so I've taken greater pride in improving them.
Can I try one?
Everybody wants a turn. Have at it then. The target should put up a little less of a fight than those bandit raiders did.
Isn't that him? From the Battle of the Dawn?
Can be. Cinnabar Sands was before that. And then we...
You!
Nil?
Aloy. They told me your name. I said hair like a splash of blood, tenacious as a scrapper's jaws. I've thought about what you said. Every time, the wound you gave me caught on my ribs.
But I didn't wound you.
Not by metal. Still, I forgive. A duel is such a fleeting joy. If one of us had ended the other, we'd have missed all this. The wait before blood is shed, like the scrape of a blade across your teeth.
Nil, you're making it difficult to be glad to see you. But you're needed. The battle will be hard.
Hard? I was assured the odds would be near impossible.
And you signed up anyway?
Impossible odds, fine company, killing without consequence. How could I resist?
This guy is
I don't like to boast.
How many men do you think you'll kill in the battle, Luthid?
As many as I have to.
Nakoa, you came to fight.
How could I not? During the Red Raid, there was only one Karja butcher the Nora feared more than Zaid.
Helis.
I would stand against any army he leads, no matter how strong. For the Nora he terrorized, for myself, and for my father.
We'll stop him. You have my word.
Your word means a lot, especially now. Because of you, I hear the sacred land is opened. If we win, I can go home. It'll be good to see Jan again. I'm with you, Aloy. Until the end.
Oh, this
Geneva,
guy.
they called you back to duty.
So, you're the one behind all this commotion? Who made Sun King Avad finally show his sword arm from behind those robes?
A king can be fierce and fair, Geneva. He's a good man.
A smart man, too. He had Murad offer all my prisoners a royal pardon if they'd fight for Meridian. The whole motley lot of them agreed. Didn't take much convincing.
With your kind of convincing, I don't doubt it.
Ha! This time I went easy on them. Those who commit the crime of attacking Meridian, they'll see less of my lenient side. May the sun blaze at your back, Aloy.
Okay, folks, so some of the
That's a nice spear, Uther.
Thank you.
I like the way you grip it.
Enough, woman.
The Oseram merchants. They'll as soon sheet you as look at you.
is this the father and daughter?
Praise the sun.
Little Huntress, you called, so here I am.
Ready to fight?
Fight? I thought you just wanted tea and conversation. Is there a battle coming? I wasn't informed.
Well, that can't be true. You're always informed.
Ah, so I am. We've only met a few times, and yet you know me so well.
I don't think I know you at all. But I'd like to.
When I hear that line, it usually means something else. Can I tell you a secret?
Of course.
I've been waiting for this fight my whole life. The enemy we face today is the same that turned Meridian into a slave pit and Sunfall into a bloodbath. Fanatics who torture and murder mothers, fathers, families, children, and say it's the will of the sun.
Oh, it's personal.
I hate them, Aloy. I've got the scars of their whips on my back to prove it. And today, we can get rid of them once and for all. I said I came for you, but that was only half the truth. I came for them. This time, they're not getting away.
I'm with you, Vanasha. We'll fight them together.
And I won't forget it, little Huntress. Tomorrow, may the sun rise in a better world.
Aloy?
At ease, Uthid. Meridian will be glad to have you on its side. And I am too.
The honor is mine. You saved my epitaph from being a fine soldier, but a fool of a man.
I'm hoping you won't need any kind of epitaph just yet.
As the sun wills. When you found me, I was trying to eke out a glorious death. But now, a glorious life seems more preferable. To watch Edelman play in the low gardens again. Still surrounded by a dozen guards, but... what you did, Aloy, it was done well. Although, I can't shake this road, Vanasha. She delights in goading me. Like brazen colors waved before a behemoth.
Do you want me to ask her to stop?
No. I accept it. Well then. Meridian shall stand and shadow shall fall. I swear it.
Here's to that, Uthid.
An Oseram tries to kill the Sun King, and a Nora saves his life. I wouldn't believe it if I hadn't seen it with my own eyes.
Dervahl stormed the palace. and
I've never
still
broken
he
bread with
lives.
an outlander.
So who's this?
Don't ask me where to go if you're lost, Makar.
Elita, I'm pleased to see you, but what are you doing here?
I'm helping prepare for the battle. If a Thrall were here, we would have fought together. I know it. So I'm doing everything I can. Digging battlements, collecting herbs. Anything that makes a difference. I can't take his place. Nothing can take his place. But I'm here for him. For both of us.
I understand what it was he saw in you.
He'll always be with me. Sun and shadow still meet for a moment. Every dawn and dusk. I should give you this. To help in the battle. By the sun, I hope you don't need it.
Thank you, Alita. Be safe.
It's always the ones you least expect to cause trouble.
Okay, so let's see the defenses in the other
Is alive and well.
in the other side.
Shame a woman becomes stuck up in the lodge. At least she did it to honor the men of her house.
You're the hunter from the Bionic Grove.
I remember you also, Nora. The machines shook free of their slumber after you arrived. Raged and fought.
Well, that wasn't my fault.
No, I'm thanking you. That night, I decided I would not go back to Banur. I would take my hunt into these lands. So many machines, even demons. Spidery, skittering, without the blue light in them. Dead things that must be killed again.
Our enemies dug up an army of them.
An army? Yes, that's why I came.
Oh, war freak, huh?
Good. I'll wait.
So some of the side quests, you know, characters that Aloy have transacted with on the side quests have joined the defenses of Meridian. So it's good just to talk to them.
Talana, why are you here?
I'm your hawk. Where else would I be?
Defending Meridian with Avad?
I leave that to the rest of the lodge. I will not stand aside while one of mine fights alone. Not again.
Are you sure you...
You're risking your life for all of us. You can't ask me to stand by and watch. Not when I have the power to change it.
Then I won't ask you.
It's settled. I will fight by your side. My only request...
Name it.
Leave the biggest machine for me.
No promises.
So who is defending this? Eren? Not Eren Jagger, that freak of nature, you know. I'd have wagered that he's gonna be the one to not only end the machine but end Zero Dawn. That's how crazy that MF is.
It rises taller than the highest tree.
These cards are in their frilled armor look like turkeys.
But there are so many. And now we are so few.
They are not our foe. Not this time.
Quiet now. She comes.
War Chief Sona.
Okay, Sona's here.
War Chief, you seem uncomfortable.
The Nora do not belong here. I do not belong here. I will fight the metal devil that threatens us all, but my place is in the sacred land. The wrongness here jags at me like an arrowhead.
I'm sorry to put you through this.
Do not be sorry. this will be ended. My spear, my word.
Alright, so War Chief Sona's here.
Greetings, Aloy. Don't. You don't need to bow. The Anointed doesn't like it.
She doesn't much like being called anointed either. It means a lot to have you here, Varl.
I gave my word.
So, Meridian, what do you think?
I've seen many new things since I first met you. I should thank you.
Varl, what's wrong?
You really want to know? All right. I'm in a foreign land, a tainted land, defending a faithless city that looks like nothing I've seen. From something I can't imagine. And you, after all that's happened, all you've done, I feel like I should drop to my knees and worship you, but I know you don't want that.
Boy, things are pretty tough for you, huh? Thanks for telling the other Nora not to bow. It's the last thing I need.
Don't be too hard on them. They only joined this fight because the Anointed bid it so.
Is that why you came?
No. I would have come just to see you one more time. And we must fight a metal devil, because the goddess says. Or because you say.
I think the goddess and I are in agreement. We're both glad you're here.
So am I.
Yeah, Varl, you should look at all your choices, because a death bringer and what's that,
So
Joe,
who are
Thunder
these
Joe?
guys? They call themselves the Eclipse.
What does that even mean?
Aloy. So here we are again, gearing up for a fight. Only this time it sounds like the bad guys have a lot more firepower. What are we up against, really?
I'm not sure. But there's gonna be a lot of them, and they'll have machines. And if they get past us, it's not just Meridian that will fall. The rest of the world will go with it.
Well, that's big.
It sounds like our kind of fight. Right, guys? Well, where do they put the Vanguard?
At the front of the line!
And why?
Steel before iron!
And what are we gonna do?
Hit him like a hammer till he can't hit back!
Damn right! You hear that? Nobody's getting past the Vanguard. We're here for Meridian.
And we're here for you.
Thank you, Aaron. Ursa would be proud.
Only if we win.
Okay, so both the defensive sites were already checked. So it's good to listen to them. And before that, I was saying that the VAR should check on his choices, because a Thunder Joe and the War, a Deathbringer, invaded the Nora land, and a lot of Nora brave fighters perish. So how about just trying to be grateful for having an opportunity to just fight, you know? So okay, folks, everyone is gearing up for the fight, for the final battle. Let's see here. Okay, maybe we can just fast travel and save. So 73 hours have been played here.
Won't find better wares.
I wondered when I
Alright, time to get that trophy also.
Oh, empty. Should I sleep? Did I leave anything unfinished?
Alright. All allies joined.
How could you sleep, Elizabeth, with a weight like this pressing on you?
Sure.
How did you, Rost? After you lost your family? Silence? Are you there? Guess I shouldn't ask ghosts for advice.
Alright, all allies joined. Oh, there's the skill point that...
Ma'am, there are signs from the west. Sun King Avad awaits you at the Temple of the Sun.
Alright.
Campfires, perhaps? Massing forces for the long march to the city gates?
That's not with smoke.
What is it?
The end. Or how it begins, anyway.
You spoke of?
To the guns! To the guns! Now!
By the sun, do as she says!
Set loaded! All of you, be ready to fire!
Will the guns hold them back?
We're about to find out.
From the inside? What the heck?
Peerless!
No! Rally the vanguard. Send reinforcements.
Aloy, no!
We need those guns!
He will cut you down!
Not this time!
Get down!
You have vexed me long enough.
Should have fought me in a sun ring then.
Why do you fight?
Get under some...
dangerous in close.
Alright, sorry about that, folks. It looks like I really need that that arrow after all.
You will.
You have vexed me long enough.
Should have fought me in the sun ray then.
For the shadow.
Accept it. Accept your fate.
Night comes.
Only endless night awaits you. Meridian must run red to be cleansed.
Bridge can't take much more of this.
Okay, so I apologize again, folks.
Try to run.
You have vexed me long enough.
Should have fought me in the sun ring then.
Why do you fight?
Hades only chose you because you're a fool. A sadistic butcher too stupid to see you were being used. Your whole life was a failure. And soon, no one will even remember you. Turn your face to the sun and think about that!
Yeah. Aloy is angry. Alright. So she was really pissed and
should have brought a cart.
okay, I hope you're enjoying episode 69. We're gonna go directly to episode 70, folks.
Meridian! Hold the line!
Where do you need me?
Take up a cannon! On the platform!